So how can we include our kids in with our own? Because I think sometimes we think, okay, well, this activity is for a child and this one's for us. How do we bring that all in one place? So again, it's not this, well, I got to find time if I have to find a sitter or, somebody or when my husband's home and I'm not, but we don't get enough time together. What are some better solutions that we can just incorporate this all together?
Yeah, such a good point that we have to, that is the essence of homeschooling, isn't it?
Your kids with you all the time.
So you have to figure out how to be that model for them and enter into it with them. As for learning, I loved learning alongside my kids. I certainly learned more teaching them than I ever learned in school.
Right.
But anyways, we do have to nurture that in our kids, lead by example. And so we're demonstrating it and also coming alongside them to do it with them. And so, for instance, my kids took music lessons. So I never had music lessons when I was a kid. I think I would have loved that then. I certainly had the longing to do it as an adult, but didn't have the money because I always said I'd send myself once I was done paying for my kids. But, and I still might, I haven't paid for my own yet, but I will tell you, I sat there when they were having their lessons and I watched, I learned. I didn't sit there and try anything with that teacher, but when I went home, I did what they had been taught. So with that, I, have learned to play the piano a little bit, enough to enjoy it. And, so, and I love to sit at my keyboard and just play a couple songs. When I have a few minutes in the day, I just sit down and play that. Somewhere, I think it was during COVID, I got the bright idea to get a ukulele and figure out how to play that. So I'm still working on that.
My husband did too, and it's under our bed right now.
Yeah,
didn't go very far.
Hasn't seen the light of day lately. but bring them into your hobbies if that's something they like to do. Even something like cooking can be very creative. So that's definitely, that hits so many check marks in one activity. You're teaching them life skills. You're doing the creative thing. You're teaching them math with the rest. Anyways, you can, that's the homeschool mom. I'm thinking of filling out a portfolio, like all the things I can check off.
Right, exactly. I can do 5 subjects in 1 hour.
So, get creative with that. Even hospitality, this is not like the art of hospitality. I call it like not just the mindset of it, but making a beautiful table is not like my gift, let's say, but it's really neat to create that. And if that's something your kid likes, let them have at it. Give them the materials they need.
Great idea.
Let them fold the napkins, let them organize the plates, whatever, and let them express themselves that way. Of course, things like art and music. When I was doing co-ops teaching, I would always teach the art class. Now, I'm not an artist, but
that's interesting.
But I mean, the art, I wasn't teaching like like at that level, that expert level. But, I would find books that would teach about the different masters. I have a favorite one. I can't remember the name right now, but it taught about all the different masters and their techniques. And the curriculum was basically, you would just, for each one, you would learn about the artist, the history of it. You would try the technique that they had. So, I love doing that because then I would get all the materials and, I would have to do it first, of course, to make sure it worked. Then I would do it with them. And so that was just a way to bring the kids into it and do it myself. So we have like beautiful creations from those classes when I would do those.